Today is a dark day. It's a dark day for women in the United States and around the world. It's a setback. It's a reversal of hard-fought gains by generations of women. And this decision will put women's lives at risk. And it has a domino effect on other rights. But the message that we're conveying also today is that your voice matters. Your vote matters. And no country in the world, including Canada, is immune to what's going on in the United States. And we already know that even last year, the Conservatives voted in favor of reopening the debate on abortion in Canada. And right now, as the Conservative leadership race is happening, candidates are shopping for anti-abortion votes. And so we as a government will continue to stand up for women's rights because it's the right thing to do, because we need to.
Global Affairs Minister Mélanie Joly reacting to this stunner. We all saw it coming, but still, it's now official. The U.S. Supreme Court has overturned Roe versus Wade, and now abortion is in the United States is no longer a protected constitutional right. Already, trigger laws in several states have come into force, outlawing outright any form of abortion in certain states, including Missouri. And as Minister Joly said, this could have repercussions in Canada. To discuss more, I'm joined by CAROLYN EGAN of the Abortion Rights Coalition of Canada. Thank you for joining us, CAROLYN.
Thank you very much for having me.
So, first off, your reaction to the decision. It can't be a surprise, but still, what is your reaction?
Well, it is not a surprise because we had that leaked memo, but it's still absolutely devastating news. I think that hearing the response from people across the United States, talking to so many people in this country, Canada, Ontario, all over the country, people are horrified because it is such an incredible setback for, frankly, women and those trans, non-binary, anyone who would be seeking an abortion, that it is no longer in their hands. And I think we all know this is potentially a life and death issue for many if you look around the world.
No, absolutely. And so the Prime Minister has chimed in, a lot of different party leaders federally here in Quebec, the Premier, the official opposition leader, even the Mayor of Montreal, all denouncing this decision. Usually we kind of get the feeling, generally speaking, CAROLYN, that this debate is done with in Canada. You know, abortion is legal, and it seems that every time this question creeps up, we're seeing it in the federal Conservative race. We saw it in past federal elections. You see Mélanie Joly talking about politics. Now, I don't want you necessarily to delve into the political side of this, but tell me what you think the consequences could be of this decision in Canada.
Well, I think anything that happens in the United States tends to have an impact here. Appreciating we're a different system, we have a different type of government, and I think that the pro-choice sentiment is much more broadly held in this country than in the United States. At the same time, any issue like this, when a victory for those who oppose a right that has been hard won, oppose essentially full access to free abortion, it gives confidence to those who want this exact same thing in this country. And though they may be a minority, they're a well-funded minority, and they exist. And I think we've also seen the rise of the far right, the siege that took place in Ottawa. And if you look at far-right movements around the world, whether the United States, Poland, or anywhere else, opposition to abortion is a fundamental piece in most of these movements. So we have to be very, very vigilant, and we have to continue to fight for access here. We know the province of New Brunswick, for example, does not fund the one clinic in Fredericton, and, you know, in Northern Ontario and the interior of BC, we have real access problems. So, yes, we have to be very much on guard that we don't have creeping, anti-choice by stealth, as we tend to call it.
Anti-choice by stealth, exactly. And also, I mean, already the preliminary analysis, and again, not surprising because of that unprecedented leak a couple of months ago, but this could because even in the majority opinion by Justice Thomas, well, Alito wrote the major opinion, but
Yes.
there was also a concurrent opinion by Justice Thomas where he suggests that it should be time to reconsider contraceptives, same-sex relationships, and same-sex marriage. So this is really a slippery slope.
Very, very much, and it's very frightening, frankly, because what they want to do, I mean, this has been part of a strategy that was adopted a number of years ago, that they wanted the power to be brought back to the states. And as we've seen, state legislature after state legislature, certainly in the southern states, but beyond that as well, have been just overwhelmed in a certain sense by people who have these ideas, and it's very, very worrisome that there is no constitutional protection. And it really is hard to believe that in this day and age, in a country as large and populated with so many diverse opinions as the United States would find itself in this situation. But it has, and I think it is a warning to all of us. We are in very, very challenging times right now.
No, and we saw it because poll after poll in the U.S. showed that a vast majority of Americans support not outright abortion, but they're pro-choice in a vast majority. I'll end on this. What do we have to be vigilant specifically about here in Canada? Because it's majority rule doesn't always work, apparently.
No, it seems not. And that's why we have to be so clear that when we're voting, when we're, making our views known with the editorials in newspapers, letters to the editor, and, student bodies, faith groups, all of the unions, all of the things that we are a part of have to be so clear that they are in support of the right to choose, in support of reproductive rights of this sort, so that no one will feel, if they come into power in any government, provincial or federal or even municipal, who feel they can impose these views, they will know that the vast majority will say absolutely no and not allow it to happen. And this is what we have to always have in mind, because things that have been won get lost. But at the same time, when rights are taken away, and such a fundamental right as this, people will rise up, and I have faith that will happen. And we just have to make it so clear in this country, in Quebec, in Canada, that this is just not acceptable, that a move down this road is not acceptable here.
CAROLYN, really appreciate you taking the time this afternoon.
Delighted.
This is very important, and we will continue this conversation. CAROLYN EGAN from the Abortion Rights Coalition of Canada.